So knowing that ShareTree is moving into profits, we're still relying on some of the money I've donated to seed it and start it off, but we're coming to market now. Where do you think we might be? And I can tell you we're in a growth stage. We're not in decline. Where do you think we might be based on asking these questions here? So you do this with a workshop, and then you'll see a couple of different things, and I'll explain shortly. Where do you think we might be?
Well, you said you're still investing some of your own funds.
Yep.
So
from our not personal, from our startups.
Oh, okay.
We've got companies we founded, and we've got dividends coming in.
Yeah.
We're relying on some of those dividends to fund our growth, but I'm planning to make ShareTree completely self-reliant, and then those funds will all go in.
Are you a teenager?
You could say we were a teenager as one perspective.
Or are you a young adult?
Well, there's no right or wrong. This is the great thing about the exercise. So you think we're between here and here? How about yourself, Naz? Where do you think we might be?
Yeah, I was going to say around that too.
Yeah. So if I was to say that we were between here and here, now you've got a discussion to hold with this executive group first to bring in alignment. So you'd say, oh, well, why do you think we're here? What's different about that to this? Yeah. So the first part for the culture practice is to bring them together. Now, they don't need to agree exactly which band, but they need to be in a range. Yeah. So if they said, oh yeah, no, we agree, we're from here to here. Now you can start working on setting out what the culture DNA might be. But if they're divergent, you've got people here, you've got some work to do to bring them together first. Now,
and you do this after the purpose exercise, right?
Yes. Yeah. Because now that they've got purpose, they've got more clarity. It's like, okay, where are we on this journey? Our vision is to be here. Where are we on this journey? And again, this can break down to subgroups. In Bosch, they're at a stage of, optimization and maturity, but we had departments starting up in infancy. We had departments dying and institutionalized. So we have all cultures across this whole massive juggernaut organization. And then within different sites, different cultures again. So you've got really a diverse dynamic with a multinational. So we are here. Yeah. ShareTree's teenager coming into young adult. Yeah. First stage of real opportunity to grow. Revenues are growing fast. Sales increase. 90% of businesses die there because they don't have systems and processes. Lean is very much this layer. The reason why Vative is blue in color is not by accident. But ShareTree is about people feeling valued. Yeah? Again, it's not by accident we're green. Yeah? It's about people being connected and centered. So knowing this tells us that we've come from this base, so we need to maintain some of this in our culture, but we're aspiring to move here. So we might need some things out of this higher aspect. Yeah, that makes sense. So these layers don't directly translate to these areas, but at birth, you need a sense of self-discipline and mindfulness to get things off the ground to seed. Then at infancy, you need a sense of tolerance, respect, and connection to expand your service offering. Then at toddler, you need a sense of courage to push through and have the perseverance to start creating growth and confidence to give your services. Then at teenager stage, you need a sense of compassion, enthusiasm, gratitude, love, all of the things in this space to create it expansively so that the culture starts to form so it can start rising in frequency beyond a few people. And then young adult, sense of truth, trustworthiness and systems. And then maturity, you need a sense of wisdom and hope to sustain that. And then it becomes about purpose. You see how it's connected?
Yeah, it's perfect.
So if they're in decline, then your role is to bring them across. It's called a re-engineering loop. So if they're in decline, it's to stop the fall and then bring them across. Now, companies that fall below this center, they get to institutionalization, they can struggle to come back up again. It's hard work. So this is why this point here is very critical. It's very similar in image to the Barrett's model as well of business. So they've got a lot of synergy between what they do and what we do. There's a lot of alignments. One of the areas I studied. So I'll clear this. Now that we know this, now we're ready to pick the values for the culture practitioners. So what I want you to do is pick. So normally what you want to do is try and get, because we want to come to 7, it's healthy to have about twice the amount of number on the page than where you want to get to. Yeah. So with a group like us, what I would do is get each of us to pick either 5 or 7 of the values that we feel are best aligned to who we need to be. So I'm going to click to the next page. So here's the list, and this is the way we do it. I don't show them in the layers. I just give them the list and I let them pick, and then help them understand where the cards sit once they pick them. So normally we'll put, if you're physically there, I put all the cards out. If I'm digitally there, I put the list up. So pick 3 because we want to go a little bit faster. But just to reiterate that last piece, you want to, because we want to get to 7, you normally want to have at least twice as many on the table to create the discussion. Yeah, that you then refine down to the 7.
And so we're picking the cards. Sorry, can you just tell me what the...
Yeah, so pick 3 character traits that you think are needed for culture practitioners to arrive at that, live by that purpose and arrive at that vision.
Okay. Commitment.
Commitment. Commitment. Yep. Because you're culture practitioners, I'll go to the next page.
3 primary.
Then you can see them all. Yep.
Purposefulness.
Sorry, I flipped the page, but yeah, I'll do it from here. So commitment, which is here. Purposefulness.
Oh, this helps better. And we are choosing these based on the
our purpose of people who value people, to empower them with wisdom and knowledge and tools around culture, so that people can live greater performance and well-being. Yep.
For our, right? For us.
You guys, yeah, for culture practitioners. What culture do we need?
Okay.
I like the idea of sincerity or optimism, those kind of values.
Optimism, yeah.
Yeah.
Sincerity, which is here.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, true.
If you're delivering as a culture practitioner, you've got to show a whole lot of openness, don't you? And
openness, which is here. I think you need definitely a sense of leadership.
Yeah.
I want to say consistency as well.
Consistency, that's a good base one. Excellent. What else, Naz?
Trust. Oh, sorry, I'm throwing too many.
I think enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. Gratitude. Yeah. All right. So if I have a look now, I'm just going to use the stamp. So we've got 1 here, 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 1 here. Cool. So now we need to get to 7. So this, what I normally do now is do a reverse. So say, imagine we've got 14 there. Now we get people to do the reverse, and I call for detachment. So if you've put one of them down, don't be attached to it. But what we're going to do is ask for people to vote on 3 that they think that they can let go of. Yeah. So then they go in and they put in, okay, which ones can we let go of now? Which is reverse saying which ones can we not let go of.
Okay.
So then they go back in and say, okay, which one could we let go of? So which one would you guys say that we could let go of out of these as an exercise so they can experience it?
I'd let go of optimism.
Optimism? I'll leave that there to know that actually I would have actually done it the other way around, to be honest. I would have deleted that and left the mark. So you know what was there in case you want to rediscuss it.
I'd let go of consistency.
Well, you only get one.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I've let go of optimism.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just dropping one more.
One more. I can get rid of openness because we have trust.
Yep. Okay.
That's good.
So that would come to our 7. And then we would say, okay, which 3 are most fused to our purpose? Yeah. So, and then you'd pick which 3 are most aligned to the purpose. So you can say, okay, I'm going to fast track this because of time.
Yep.
Okay. Leadership is absolutely essential.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what stage the culture practitioner's at. They need a sense of leadership. There needs to be a sense of potentially commitment, and there needs to be a sense of consistency. Yeah, or maybe
they pick, right? They pick that, they pick this, right?
Yeah, I'm just fast tracking it. So we would together now would say, okay, which ones are most aligned to our purpose? And then you
aligned to our purpose. Okay.
Then you double. So the 3 primaries, remember, are linked to purpose. They're the unifying traits to link the whole group. Let me show you what the culture practitioners have done over all of time.
Okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
So here is the culture practitioner culture practitioners. Here they are. And here are the values that have been picked by running all these workshops. So if you scroll up on the info page, you see them there. Leadership, commitment, excellence, which was very close to consistency. So you guys intuitively have picked what 70 other people have contributed to over time. So you can see how the from 120, right? It's beyond coincidence. There's a science behind picking them. And then there's clarity. We pick purposefulness, simplicity. We pick consistency, trust, and generosity. You picked enthusiasm. But you've picked out of almost exactly the same groups. Only one was different.
Okay. Wow. But usually people just pick these, like the top 3 one, which is aligned to their purpose after that purpose exercise. After
the purpose exercise, I go to all 3 and then I get them to refine back to purpose to pick. Sorry, I get them to pick all 7. So we're trying to come out with 7 in the end, 3 primaries, 4 secondary. So the parent organization will normally start with their full 7 set, and they give the flexibility to every subculture to pick their own 4, but united by the 3. And that's why the 3 need to be strongly linked to the purpose of the organization. It's the unifying objective of the whole organization. Vision can change. That's why you don't link them to vision.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Perfect.
Makes sense.
And then the other 4 is secondary.
Yeah. So we've got 4 for culture practitioners here, but we might have a subgroup now of culture practitioners that will have their own 4, but we will maintain leadership, commitment, and excellence.
Because it just aligns with our purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at the ShareTree groups, actually closely aligned too, which is innovation, service, which is green, one of the green ones, and excellence. There's actually an alignment there as well.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Now it makes sense. Okay.
Right. clear all.
It's so amazing how it all connects.
Everything's connected.
Yes, we're all connected. Everything is connected.
So we are slightly behind. We're 5 minutes behind, but that's fine. It's been an amazing discussion. So the character growth exercise where I want to leave today's workshop at. So this, what I'm about to show you, comes from the Greater Good Science Center, the Pursuit of Happiness, and ShareTree. So this is all three of our research which say the same thing. 7 habits to cultivate sustained regular states of happiness and fulfillment are: 1, engaging acts aligned to purpose; following purposeful challenge for growth; acts and expressions of kindness; cultivating growth mindset; exploring character strengths and virtue; authentic relationships and connections; exercise, physical, mental health, well-being activities. ShareTree will give your teams 1 to 6, but number 7, they will need to get off their ass and do themselves. Now have a look at connectedness here, right? Engaging in acts aligned to purpose. What layer do you think that is? Remember we went through the 7 layers?
I can't remember the layers in my mind.
The top layer, right? 7.
Purpose, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Flow and purposeful challenge for growth.
Saying purpose again.
So it's about
Growth.
challenge for growth. So that's layer 3, yeah, which is the accomplishment, significance. Acts and expressions of kindness.
Oh, that's
Being valued, yeah, right at the center, layer 5. Cultivating growth mindset, yeah, mindset, evolution and growth, layer 6.
Off the top.
Exploring character strengths and virtues.
Two?
Yeah, 2 is probably more here. Authentic connections.
Okay.
Layer 2. This is around layer 6, yeah, discovering one's truth. Yeah, you're looking at yourself. Sorry, layer 5. My mistake. Layer 5, which is around one's truth. Layer 6 is around your evolution. And exercise, physical, mental health, and well-being. Your existence, the first layer. So you can see it's all. They've independently searched and found the same thing again. You just keep seeing the pattern over and over and over once you understand it. It's everywhere. Yeah. Anything that's holistic has all 7 elements to it.
And we will learn about the character growth exercise, right, for our next.
We're going to do it now. It's the last activity for today.
Oh, okay.